Welcome to the channel, Simple English Stories. This channel helps you improve your English. We use simple words, simple sentences, and real-life stories. You can listen, relax, and learn English naturally. Today's story is about a boy who grew up in a small village in Europe. A boy with a dream, a very big dream. This is the life story of Arnold Schwarzenegger, a world champion, a movie star, and a governor. But his story did not begin with success. It began with struggle, with discipline, and with a dream. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Childhood. Imagine a young boy living in a small town, a cold country, a quiet place. He is poor, small, weak. People look at him and say something cruel. You will never achieve anything. But the boy has something they cannot see. A dream. Not a small dream. Dreams of strength, dreams of fame, dreams of changing his life. This boy is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yes, the man you know from movies, from bodybuilding, even from politics. But his story is not just about muscles, and it is not just about fame. It is a story about courage, hard work, and never giving up. You will see how a small boy with very big dreams became a legend. Arnold was born in 1947 in Thal, Austria, a small village near Graz. Quiet, simple. His father was strict, very strict. Arnold's family was not rich. They had little money. Life was hard. Arnold was not a strong boy, not at all. He was small, skinny. Other boys teased him. Sometimes they laughed at him. But Arnold had something powerful, a dream. He wanted to be strong, very strong. He wanted to be different. He wanted to leave his small village and see the world. Chapter 2. Discovering Strength. Arnold loved sports. He tried many things: soccer, swimming, running. But one day, something happened. He discovered something new, something that changed his life forever: weightlifting. Arnold saw strong men in magazines, huge muscles, powerful bodies, confident faces. He looked at those pictures for a long time, and he thought something bold. I want to be like them. He wanted muscles, big muscles. But there was a problem. He was weak, very weak. Still, Arnold started training. Every day, every single day. Even when it was cold, even when he was tired. At first, the weights were small. But slowly, very slowly, his body began to change. His muscles grew. His confidence grew. Arnold discovered his first great lesson. If you want something, you must work hard for it. Hard work changes everything. Chapter 3. The First Big Dreams. Arnold was still very young, but his dreams were already huge. He wanted to become the greatest bodybuilder in the world. Not just good, not just strong, the best. But people around him did not believe. They said things like, "You are too small. You will never be a champion." Many people would stop after hearing this. Many people would give up. But not Arnold. He trained harder, longer, stronger. The gym was small, old, sometimes dirty. The weights were heavy, very heavy. Sometimes Arnold could not even lift them. But he tried. Every day, every single day. Arnold also started reading many books. Books about training, books about success, books about life. He studied the champions. He studied their methods, their discipline, their mindset. Slowly, Arnold became stronger, more confident, more determined. And then, something incredible happened. At just 20 years old, Arnold won his first big title, Mr. Universe. For the first time, his dream started becoming real. But Arnold had another dream, a bigger dream: America. To him, America was the land of opportunity, the land where dreams come true. Arnold wanted to go there, more than anything. Chapter 4. The Journey to America. In 1968, Arnold made a bold decision. He moved to the United States. He was only 21 years old. He was alone. He had very little money, and his English was not very good. Life in America was not easy, not at all. Arnold worked many different jobs, cleaning gyms, delivering newspapers, doing whatever he could. During the day, he worked. At night, he trained. And every day, he practiced English. Sometimes people laughed at him. They laughed at his accent. They said, "You will fail here." But Arnold refused to listen. He believed in something powerful. If you work harder than everyone else, success will come. Chapter 5. Fighting for Success. Arnold continued training harder and harder. Soon, he became one of the best bodybuilders in the world. He won Mr. Olympia, not once, not twice, 7 times. 7 times, he became the best bodybuilder on the planet. People everywhere started to know his name, Arnold Schwarzenegger. But Arnold still wanted more. He wanted to become an actor. Hollywood, however, was not impressed. Producers looked at him and said, "You are too big. Your accent is strange. Your name is too difficult. You will never become a movie star." Arnold heard no many times, again and again and again. But he did not stop. He believed something simple. If you keep going long enough, one day the answer becomes yes. Chapter 6. Becoming a Hollywood Legend. Arnold had already conquered bodybuilding. 7 Mr. Olympia titles, a body known all over the world. But Arnold was not satisfied, not yet. He wanted something bigger, Hollywood. But Hollywood did not believe in him. Producers said the same things again and again. "You are too big. Your accent is strange. Your name is impossible to pronounce." Some people even said something worse. "You will never become an actor." But Arnold had heard this before. People said the same thing about bodybuilding, and he proved them wrong. So he kept going. Audition after audition, movie after movie. Then came a big moment, a turning point. The movie, Conan the Barbarian. The audience loved him, strong, silent, powerful. Suddenly Hollywood started paying attention, but the real explosion came a few years later, a movie called The Terminator. Arnold almost did not get the role. At first, he was supposed to play the hero. But during a meeting with the director, something interesting happened. Arnold started explaining how the robot should behave, cold, precise, emotionless. The director listened carefully, and then he said something surprising. "You should play the Terminator." Arnold had only 17 lines in the entire movie, just 17. One of them became legendary. "I'll be back." At first, Arnold wanted to say it differently. He suggested, "I will be back." But the director insisted, "No, say it like this, I'll be back." And those 3 words became one of the most famous lines in movie history. Here is an interesting fact. Arnold had only about 58 words of dialogue in the entire film. He was paid around $75,000 for the role. That means he earned more than $1,000 for every word he spoke. Not bad for a man people said could never be an actor. After The Terminator, Arnold became a global superstar. Movie after movie followed. Predator, Total Recall, Commando, True Lies. Millions of people around the world watched his films. And the man with the strange accent became one of the biggest action stars in history. But Arnold still loved challenges, and his next one would surprise everyone. Chapter 7. Entering Politics. Arnold had already conquered sports and Hollywood, but he was not finished, not even close. Arnold had another dream: politics. Many people thought this idea was crazy. They said the same thing again: "You are just an actor. You cannot run a state." But Arnold had heard these doubts before. Bodybuilding, acting. Every time people said it was impossible. And every time, Arnold proved them wrong. In 2003, Arnold Schwarzenegger ran for governor of California. Millions of people watched the election. Many were curious. Some were skeptical. But Arnold spoke about change, opportunity, and responsibility. And then something historic happened. Arnold won. The boy from a small Austrian village became the governor of California, one of the largest economies in the world. Once again, Arnold showed something important. Your past does not decide your future. Your determination does. Chapter 8. Arnold Today. Today, Arnold Schwarzenegger is almost 80 years old, but he still lives with the same discipline. He still trains almost every day. In fact, many people see him riding his bicycle to the gym in California, just like he did decades ago. Arnold also spends a lot of time helping others. He supports fitness programs, education projects, and environmental initiatives. He also talks to young people. He encourages them to dream big, to work hard, and to believe in themselves. Even after all his success, Arnold still follows the same simple rule: work hard, stay curious, never stop improving. Final chapter. Nothing is impossible. Think about this story for a moment. A small boy from a tiny village in Austria. Poor, skinny, unknown. Many people told him the same thing: "You cannot do this. This is impossible." But Arnold believed something different. He believed in a vision, a picture in his mind. He imagined his future before it became real. He saw himself as a champion before he ever won a competition. He saw himself in Hollywood before he ever acted in a movie. He saw himself leading people before he ever entered politics. Everything began with one simple thing: a dream. But dreams alone are not enough. Dreams need action. They need discipline. They need courage. Arnold worked every day, even when it was difficult, even when people laughed at him. And step by step, his dream became reality. So ask yourself something. What is your dream? What do you see when you imagine your future? Because the truth is simple: nothing is impossible. If you can see it in your mind, you can create it in your life. Start small. Take the first step. Then take another. Believe in yourself. Work hard. Never give up. And maybe one day, someone will tell your story. A story about courage, about determination, about a dream that refused to die. Just like the story of Arnold Schwarzenegger.